All right, another spark and another build. The craft begins. Today, we're tackling one of the most elegant and powerful systems in Tools and Titans, the TaskWeave icon.
That's right. It's that small glyph on your task cards, pulsing with elemental energy. It might seem like a minor detail, but mastering it unlocks everything, from faction synergy to game-winning momentum.
It's the secret language of the game, connecting your Titan, your tools, and your strategy. But before we dive deep, let's cover the absolute basics. You might be wondering, how do you even play?
Easy. Draw your cards, charge your energy, build your field, act with your powers, clash with your titans, end your turn.
6 steps, one epic battle. And today we're focusing on how to make step 4, act, a master stroke of planning, all thanks to the TaskWeave icon. So let's start at square one. What exactly is the TaskWeave icon?
It's a visual glyph, usually at the bottom left of a card, that identifies the elemental weave a task aligns with. But it's more than a label. It's an elemental tag, a mechanical filter, and a deck synergy hook, all in one.
So it's not just flavor, it has a real mechanical purpose.
Exactly. In Tools and Titans, every task is rooted in an elemental philosophy. It guides which decks can unlock its potential and the playstyle it supports. It's the difference between a deck that works and a deck that sings.
And by philosophy?
Think of it this way. An Echo Weave task is about recursion. A Red Mesh task is about destructive productivity. A Green Weave task is about regrowth through labor. Each icon tells you the spirit of the card.
Okay, it's the card's DNA. Let's get into the 6 core types. First up, the one I see in every aggressive burn deck, Red Mesh.
The Red Mesh, the weave of heat, pressure, and ruin. Its philosophy is about breaking things down to create power. Its tasks are almost always destructive or costly for your opponent.
So you're talking burn, destruction, and forcing your opponent to pay a heavy cost. Give us an example.
A classic Red Mesh task reads, complete after 3 tools are scorched in enemy zones. You're not building your board, you're dismantling theirs and getting rewarded for it.
And this is bread and butter for Titans like the Rustborn, Fuser, or Shiv Volt.
Absolutely. To leverage Red Mesh, you stack scorch effects and trigger tasks by breaking things instead of building them. You run hazard decks that thrive in zone decay. It's controlled demolition.
Love it. From destruction to creation. Let's talk about its opposite, the Green Weave.
The Green Weave is the weave of renewal, bioenergy, and looping growth. If Red Mesh is about tearing down, Green Weave is about building back stronger. It's all about sustainability.
So this is where recycling and Junkyard synergy come in.
Precisely. An example task. Complete when you recycle 2 cards from your Junkyard. It encourages you to see spent resources not as a loss, but as fuel for new growth.
Perfect for Titans like Verdesia, who thrives on regrowth, or even Celeritin.
You got it. Build with tools that recur from the Junkyard, loop effects, maximize durability, and then revive your spent cards. It's a long game strategy that outlasts your opponent.
All right, next up is a personal favorite for the mind games, the Echo Weave.
The Echo Weave, the weave of time, memory, and looping. This is for the combo players, the strategists who love to build an engine and watch it run.
Its tasks are about recursion, copying effects, and creating loops.
Exactly. A typical task, complete after Echo triggers on 2 consecutive turns. It rewards consistency and creating a self-perpetuating machine.
This has Drafter and Chronarch written all over it. The Time Benders.
They are its masters. The key is running multiple cards with the Echo tag. You use pulse timing windows to cast the same effect again and again. It's the core of any great combo control build.
From controlled loops to pure chaos. Let's talk Flux Pulse.
The Flux Pulse is the weave of instability, chaos, and reaction. This is for players who love to keep their opponent guessing. Flux tasks trigger from unexpected, reactive events. It's about turning your opponent's move into your advantage.
So you're rewarded for disruption.
perfectly put. A task might say, complete when a zone lock or bait resolves successfully. You're setting a trap, and this task is your reward. It's tailor-made for trickster titans like Volterra.
How do you build around that unpredictability?
You mix Flux cards with other tools to create off-turn triggers. The goal is to disrupt your opponent's turn while fulfilling your own tasks. You're playing chess while they're playing checkers.
Okay, let's pause. We've covered 4 weaves. Before we hit the last 2, remember how this all connects to the core game.
That's a great point. No matter how complex the strategy, it all happens within the same 6 steps.
Every Titan turn, draw, charge, building act, clash, end.
6 steps, infinite ways to forge your victory. These weaves turn those steps into a masterpiece.
All right, back to it. Next up is the solar current. This one feels quieter, more disciplined.
It is. The solar current is the weave of light, reflection, and control. This is the weave of patience. Its tasks reward you for not acting, for storing potential and releasing it at the perfect moment.
Skipping phases, conserving charge. That sounds risky.
It can be, but the payoff is huge. A solar current task might be complete after skipping 3 action phases and surviving each. It's a testament to your defensive planning.
I can see this with Solaritan and Light Tech control builds.
Yes. You pair these tasks with passive tools that generate value without you acting. You build patience decks to store up massive amounts of charge, then unleash it all in one decisive turn. It's about resisting the impulse to act fast.
And finally, the darkest of the bunch, the rust flow.
The rust flow, the weave of decay, corruption, and parasitic growth. It's a twisted version of the green weave, not about regrowth but reanimation. It's about letting things die for a purpose.
Junkyard reanimation, zone infection. This sounds like the Rustborn style.
It is a classic rust flow task, complete when 2 spore tokens are present in enemy zones. You're not just recycling, you're infecting their field.
So you're letting your own tools get destroyed intentionally?
Exactly. You focus on fail-forward recursion. You let your assets die because they come back stronger, corrupted, or leave a parting gift. It's a strategy that finds strength in decay.
Okay, that's all 6 weaves. Now, how does a player apply this? Let's talk strategy.
First, deck building. Use the weave icon as a filter. A green weave deck should avoid red mesh tasks. Their philosophies clash. An echo deck needs echo weave tasks to chain its loops.
Rule 1. Align your strategy with your weave.
Rule 2. Titan synergy. Many Titans, like Drafter with Echo or Verdesia with Green, get stronger when you complete a matching task. Ignoring this is leaving free power on the table.
This also leads to task acceleration, right?
It does. When your weave icons are consistent, everything pulses together. Play an Echo tool, cast an Echo weave, and you might instantly complete an Echo task. It creates a domino effect.
And this all builds towards the big one, Ascension.
That's the ultimate goal. Many Ascension triggers are tied to completing specific tasks. Draftor might need 3 Echo tasks. Shivolt might need to scorch zones with red mesh tasks. The icons are your path to power.
And there are even bonuses for zone interaction.
There are. Some zones resonate more powerfully with the right weave type. This can lead to extra charge surges or stronger weave field pulses. The battlefield itself responds to your alignment.
It really is a living system. So let's summarize the strategy.
Red mesh is for burn and control. Green weave is for regrowth and recursion. Echo weave is for combo control and looping.
Flux pulse is for chaos and reactive decks. Solar current is for slow control that stores huge power. And rust flow is for sacrifice-driven, fail-forward strategies.
So our final tips to master the task weave icons. First, always match your Titan's weave affinity with your tasks. It's your foundation.
Second, stack multiple tasks of the same weave. This creates those powerful synergy chains.
Third, track the zone triggers. Don't forget the board can be your ally.
Fourth, Learn to disrupt your opponent by forcing mismatched weave interactions. Starve their synergy.
And finally, remember your ascension path is paved with these icons. When your weave pulses are consistent, you will ascend more efficiently.
It's a deep system rewarding careful crafting and foresight. And at the end of the day, it all comes back to the fundamentals.
In every match of Tools and Titans, your tradecraft unfolds in 6 simple moves: draw, charge, building, act, clash, end.
Simplicity for the novice.
Mastery for the Titan.